You're listening to Australia's national youth radio station, Triple J. For more info, go to triplej.net.au.
Hello.
Hang on, keep talking.
Mental. I had a couple of cheeky dogs licking at my spatula.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Hang on a second.
Very careful what you say now.
Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis.
We'd be in trouble.
Would we?
This takes the cake.
I want you to look at my bum. I mean, you know what we could do? What are you doing?
It wasn't that bad.
I've digressed with silly. What else is
She
there?
could turn you over.
That's what you'd find.
Brace yourself, it's Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis on Triple J.
And second last day.
The second last day of our second and final week of the show.
Indeed, with myself, Terri Psiakis, and international man, comedy.
Oh, comedy, yes. I've got
Ross
a bit of an
Noble.
Irish vibe coming off me today.
Yeah. Were you wearing green?
I am, yeah. I think that might be an Irish top. I'm a man o' comedy.
You are a man.
That sounds a little bit more Greek, doesn't it?
What's that?
You know, like a man o' comedy. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, can I just clear something up?
You sure can.
No, it's not me advertising a popular type of chicken restaurant.
No, on the telly and the radio,
Yeah.
I think, as well.
Yeah. Have you heard this?
Do you reckon? Yes, I have. Well, when the ads first came on, there was discussion in my household. Someone went, "Is that?" And I went, "No." What?
What, that incredibly
Are you
bad
for
impression?
real?
The bloke
But-
was going, "So, hey, man, if you like some chicken, what is all done nice and roasted?"
But I'll tell you what the conversation in my household kind of, where it went.
Go on.
Do you think, and I'm not blowing sunshine up your ass, because
Was it some-
clearly there's, eggs up there and sunshine just wouldn't fit. But
It'd cook 'em up a treat, though.
do you reckon, because I don't mean to blow sunshine, but you are fairly popular in this country
God
for a
bless
man
you
who
for
only
it.
spends half the year here.
God bless you for that.
The nation is well and truly behind you in a, not a how's your father sense, but
Yeah.
do you reckon they banked on that? Do you reckon they went, let's get someone who sounds a little bit like someone that people identify with, engage with, let's get someone who sounds like someone who would absolutely sell our chicken?
Right, and strangely, and I'm not going to mention the restaurant.
No, and why would we?
Indeed. Myself, love that particular establishment.
Do you?
It's the favourite of... Normally when people come, do you want to come do a voiceover? I go, no, I would not sell myself so short.
Right.
Unless it's for an insane amount of money.
Or
And then-
charity.
Yeah. Not so much charity, though,
Yeah.
Well, maybe,
If it was something close to your heart, I'm sure that
Exactly. If it was... But, don't take that as an open invitation.
No.
I don't want every children's centre... Oh, be very careful, Ross. Be very, very, very careful. Don't want everyone ring up, will you do us a voiceover for community radio?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the last voice that people hear before they die.
Do you reckon?
And I think if you live by that, then you can't go wrong.
Yeah. But do you reckon, going back to my original question, I'm just the only reason I'm bringing it back is because I'm keen to hear do you reckon there was a bit of, let's get someone who sounds a bit like Noble?
Normally, what happens, and again, I'm not trying to, with the sunshine and the...
No, we're talking about this very
and I'm not
straight down the line.
And I'm not going to talk about my arse today because we've had loads of hits on the message book saying, "Hey, every time I tune in, something to do with Ross's arse." Sorry about that. That's purely
Which seems to have been the theme this year. I don't think I saw even a hint of your arse last year, and this year it's just been arse ahoy.
Well, it was arse ahoy. Wasn't that a Gilbert and Sullivan musical?
Maybe. What was?
Ahoy, arse ahoy. It was because the chicken pecked my arse the other day. If you haven't heard any of the show, you'll have to download it off the website because we haven't got time or the inclination.
You can get all the MP3s
to
at
explain any of this
triplej.net.au.
craziness. It started with the chicken pecking the arse, and then the egg thing happened yesterday. We'll explain more about the egg later.
Yes.
What usually happens in the United Kingdom is they come to me, the advertising people, and say, "Will you do a voiceover?" And I go, "No, not really. I don't fancy it, thanks."
Yeah.
And then they go out and get somebody else. Like a friend of mine went in for a popular type of nachos, wanted to build a campaign around me, because that's what I love, is all the things that come through. You just go, roast chicken, nachos. It's like, you know, and you sort of get a credit card. I think doing a credit card ad, that's kind of cool, you know. That's
there's a bit of prestige attached to that.
You know,
De Niro's done a credit card ad, for God's sake.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But that wouldn't really work with me, would it? Like, this is my north side, my west side, and this is my south side, and just an egg peeping out of me buttocks. This is my life. My life happens here. Crack me an egg and charge it to me Visa. There's a great slogan. Yeah. Crack me an egg and charge it to the Visa. You know, obviously, but usually by the sort of things that you get offered to advertise. Like, you must have been offered ads. Like, what sort of stuff?
No, I've done one voiceover, and I've tried to get into the voiceover stuff because it's fun work, and, you know, it pays.
Do you think
brilliantly.
so?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
The anonymity of it, I reckon, is fantastic. One, I've done the whole demo thing. I've only ever done one voiceover.
Well, what was that?
And if you're thinking, all right, what are the things that you're offered say about you?
Yeah.
My voiceover product, washing powder.
Really?
Yes. It really was. It was a washing powder with like an inbuilt sunscreen thing, so you could UV protect your clothes. That was my big, you know, hey, whoa, we're hitting the big time.
Yeah, I'll put myself a down payment down on a brand new armchair.
On an egg.
Yeah. That's funny, because normally, like, soap powder is like full on, isn't it? It's like, hey, buy a soap powder. It's, you know, you quite relaxed for us to, if you want your stains out.
This was,
you know, you might want to get your stains out, but, you know, there's a certain appeal to it, you know, if you like, you know.
But yeah, so if that's what they say about you, I don't know what that says about me.
Well,
you've got what? Nachos, chicken.
It was like nachos, chicken. I did a couple where the ones I've done, I always like the voice of I did the voice of a remote control once. For this, like, sort of, like a remote. There you go. Chicken, nachos.
Remote control.
Remote controls. I was the voice of a talking wine bottle as well.
Yeah.
But it's always these kind of, you know, it was like...
well, there is a theme there. It's sitting on the couch watching TV.
Yeah, exactly. But why aren't, like, BMW or Honda or somebody ringing me up and going, hey, could you advertise our motorbikes? It's like, no, hey, why not buy cable and satellite week?
It's interesting, though, how
Stop flicking around. That was the thing.
What you had to say.
Stop flicking around. That was the
As the remote control, or as the wine bottle.
As the wine bottle. It was quite weird, and it was done in a drunken sense, you know.
But I wonder. I mean, I'm assuming it's, you know, there's the companies who kind of there's the advertisers who say we want this sort of voice. Or actually, no, I should say there's the people who have the product who say this is what we're thinking of. This is what, and then there's the advertisers who go and write the ad and source you know, the voiceover person or the you know, people that are going to be in the ad. But I just find it interesting because there's kind of niche markets for stuff. For example, someone who's done a lot of voiceovers in this country is Samuel Johnson, the guy who used to be on Secret Life of Us.
Yeah.
And he started doing voiceovers for, I think it was a burger chain, and then did a few more. And then there were all these copycat Samuel Johnsons. Like, there were people, you know, companies who maybe, I don't know, couldn't afford Samuel Johnson. He said, get me someone who sounds like Samuel Johnson. And you can pick it when you hear the ads. I know his voice, but then I can pick people who aren't him, who are really trying to sound like him.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that's what's happened with the chicken place. Because a friend of mine, this is what I was going to say, a friend of mine went in for an advert, and it was for a cheese spread. And they said, dip your fingers in the cheese spread, right? And the ad was, and I'd already turned this down. They'd come to me and said, we want to build a cheese spread campaign, you know, because obviously quite a lot of blokes sitting around, you know, just constantly flicking through the television. Oh, what am I going to dip me nachos in? You know, how am I going to get the cheese off this remote control? And so this cheese spread, and he said, put your fingers in. And then he said, right, what we want you to do is just, we want you to talk to each of the cheese fingers. Like, each of the cheese fingers. And we want you to sort of, like, do their voices talking back. And we want you to sort of improvise a dialogue around this sort of cheese.
They wanted you to be a dickhead, didn't they?
Essentially. And, like, Mark, this mate of mine, he went, so what? So I'm talking to these little cheese people. That's the idea for the... And they went, yeah, that's it. And just make up some stuff. So he's going, yeah. And chatting, we're doing this stuff. And they went, can you make it a bit more like Geordie? Like, you know, people from Newcastle or refer to as Geordie's where I'm from. They went, can you make it a bit more Geordie? And he's doing it a bit more like that. Yeah. And then he just went, well, we want it to be... Can you do it so it's like slightly more... And he was going, what? Let me... And he got the thing. And like, he said, give us a look at your description, and took out the guy's hand. He went, oh, like that. And it just went like that. It just had my name written on the thing. And Mark just went, did he say no to it? And the bloke went, yeah.
And so they were trying to get your mate.
So they were basically...
To be you.
And my mate just went, so why didn't you just... And like, you know, he's a really good mate of mine. He just went, all right, hang on then. And he did a perfect impression of me. And he went, all right then, off you go. And then, but he turned it down because he thought it was a bit cheap, sort of, you know.
And a little bit underhanded, I
Well,
think.
a little bit, yeah. But I was really annoyed because that would have been... He could have got me some free cheese.
Where is that guy? Does anyone know who that guy is? if you are that guy and you're listening, 1300 055536. If you are the guy, or you know the guy, who does the voice in the Red Rooster Chicken...
Well done. Yeah, I was trying not to say it. Now it's done, isn't it? Now they've got that
that's
extra
what happens
bit of
when you're looking at a
publicity.
phone number and trying to talk at the same time. If you are that guy, we want to hear from you.
Or you know who it was.
Yes.
Or you have the number for Red Rooster, and let's just ring them up and just go, that
well,
bloke sounds
that could
nothing
be our call.
That could
today.
be. I could ring them up
if you've got a 1-800 number for that particular chicken, we want to know what it is.
I just ring up and just go, excuse me, what are you doing?
Or if you can be a mole, as in anonymous, not a pain in the ass, but you can be.
I thought you meant as opposed to tunnelling.
No, you can be anonymous. Maybe you worked on that ad campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe you work for the advertising company. Maybe you work for the chicken company.
Maybe you are a chick.
And you want to. And you want to give us the skinny on exactly why that guy...
Skinny?
Yeah.
What's
give us the skinny. Sing like a canary. 1300 055536. Oh, no, I heard it in a movie. Give me the skinny. It was like I think it was like an American gangster movie or something.
Yeah, like black and white, something like that.
Give me the skinny, and I like it.
Yeah.
I've adopted it, and I've tried to make it my own.
Give me the skinny.
Give me the skinny.
I'm a big fan of what's the SP? They say that.
What does that mean?
That on the bill. Oh, Gav, what's the SP then?
What does it stand for?
The SP, starting positions.
Ah.
Yeah, what's the SP on that then?
Yeah.
You know?
It's all abbreviated. Like a lot of businesses have abbrevi speak, where everything's just, give me the SAS on the 420 with the, does anyone understand what they're saying?
Give me the SAS on the
crap?
420. That's like a team of commandos on an American highway.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. I want to find that guy.
Oh, we've got to find him.
Just out of... We're not going to hang anything on him. We're not going to... We're just out of curiosity.
Out of curiosity. Or somebody, or an insider, a chicken-based insider. It would be nice to know.
Think about it this way. If there was someone on TV or radio that sounded very much like you, wouldn't you want the opportunity to just go, do you really sound like me? It's like finding your doppelganger.
Exactly. A little bit like the film The Island.
Ah.
With Ewan McGregor.
What happens in that movie?
Oh, it's all about... It's a sci-fi...
Clones?
It's a sci-fi world where everyone has a clone, and two of the clones... And then if you die... Like if somebody needs an organ transplant, then they take the clone and they take their lungs and all that out.
The bits and bobs.
Yeah, and they're not supposed to be alive. They're supposed to be in status... Stasis, not status.
Yeah.
In status, walking around with a big gold watch. Have a look at that.
You're in half of status quo.
Yeah.
Just in half of it.
That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? If you actually ended up, you were in a futuristic society, you needed a lung replacement, and you got Rick Parfitt's. That'd be a nightmare. So it's exactly like that, but more sort of chicken-based.
Okay.
It's the other thing on the website, internet thing. What's it called?
The newfangled guest book.
Yeah, the guest book. That's the fella.
which you can find on the Ross and Terri page of triplej.net.au.
Would just like to point out, right, and there's so many things in there, and God bless you for it. It really is. It's a wonderful compliment. A lot of you coming in saying, "Oh, why can't it last? Why can't you just do a show? I wish they'd offer you a job." It's not that Triple J haven't offered us the opportunity to do the show.
You're going on tour.
I'm going on tour. I'm going to be I'll shamelessly tell you where I'm going to be a bit later on when I've found me piece of paper with it on. I'm going to be all over the country. I'm actually going out. I'm doing my live shows, right? But it's not that they've gone, "Hey, you two, you can only have 2 weeks. We don't want you on for any more than 2 weeks, causing trouble, trying to find chicken men,
not playing music,
shoving things up your arse and that." You know, it's not that they've said we don't want you. I'm sure if we turned around and went, "Yeah, we might stay," you know.
Yeah.
They've said we can stay.
Why not?
Trouble is that, I've got my shows to do.
Sure.
And I spend half my year in the UK, and I've got a tour over there.
It'd be very awkward doing a show with you on the phone from the UK.
Yeah.
And me just in a studio
In
by
the
myself.
studio.
It just wouldn't feel right.
So it's not kind of... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not that I can't,
So please stop sending abuse, basically.
Yeah, saying, damn you to hell. Why don't you stay?
And then, of course, there's the people going, "Oh, only 2 weeks, thank God."
Thank God for that. We can't take any more
And
of
we
this.
respect all those people.
We do. We
That's
respect
fine.
all peoples,
And chickens.
You know what we should do? We should do a show. We should continue doing the show just to annoy the people that just find everything we do just annoying. There you go.
Well, we can do that for
Yeah.
at least the rest of today and tomorrow.
Yeah. You live here. You should stay.
Yeah.
You should do
I'll
it.
stay here and annoy people by
Yeah.
myself.
Why don't you do a show all the time?
This is MIFS. This is MIFS.
Yeah, well, not this lot. What slot do you want?
I like talking to people at 3:30 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning. There you go.
Yeah.
I reckon you could get the whole of Melbourne to stay up 3:30 in the morning.
The whole of the country, thanks very much.
What?
The whole of the country,
What
not the
did
whole
I
of
just
Melbourne.
say?
Hey, don't ignore the other states. You said the whole of Melbourne.
Yeah, because the rest of them are on a time delay, aren't they, over there in the west?
It's
And I was looking out at Melbourne. I do
pointing
apologise.
at Melbourne and
I was
saying
pointing
out there
at
in
Melbourne.
the west.
Yeah, you could keep them up. Everyone else,
Yeah.
time delay. You'd only keep them up till tea time.
They're up for
You'd
it.
have to get people who'd done a lot of very hard exercise in the morning who were a bit sleepy.
Indeed.
Or who were on tranquilisers.
A lot of people are
Hit the
listening
guest book,
online.
Hit the guest book and say, "We want Terri on permanently at 3 o'clock in the morning."
Hey, do you want-
do 3 o'clock in the morning? That's a ridiculous time.
Do you want to talk to someone who might find that chicken guy who sounds like you?
That'd be good. But first, can we... I'll tell you what we're going to do. You pick a show you want to do, right? No, seriously, I think we should get
please,
somebody
no.
sacked.
Let-
No, let's do
say
that.
that.
I think we should. Why not? Like, obviously, I can't do the show. You can hang around. Pick your least favourite Triple J
Stop
presenter.
it. Let's talk to Mike
and petition
Hey,
Triple J to have them sacked and replaced with Terri.
this is proof that somebody... you're listening online, Mike from Perth?
Yes.
See? Perth's not left out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, no, I'm telling a lie. I'm actually in Melbourne at the moment.
See? See? If he was in Perth, he'd be struggling to stay awake.
And I should just point out, because I do like to, it's nice for everybody to be included. If you are listening in WA, you can always hit us on the guest book and we always read it. And if there is something very pressing, we can always get back
Yes,
to you
we
on that.
can.
But Mike, formerly from Perth, now in Melbourne, what do you know about the chicken guy, the voiceover guy?
Well, I'm trying to find out who it is because I actually used to do some of the Red Rooster voiceovers in Perth. So,
Give us a sample. Which one did you do?
sort of chicken roll and chips, just $4.95, all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You've made me want some now. I'm a little bit hungry.
So who can you contact, do you reckon?
Well, I think one of the studios or one of the agencies in Perth could be the best way to go to find out who the guy is. I don't know if they still do it in Perth or not, but I know the guy that owns Red Rooster lives in Perth. So
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I might do is if we could trouble you to, spend 10 minutes of your time doing that today, I'll pop you back on hold if you give Caroline Tran, the delightful Caroline Tran, answering the phones this morning, your number, and then and we'll check in with you. Is that cool?
yeah, that's fine. I'll try. I'll find this guy. I'll find it.
God bless you, sir.
Mike is resolute that he's going to track this guy down.
I will find him. I
All
will
right.
find him.
I'll pop you on hold, have a chat to Kazza.
All right, no worries.
All right. Now, we also have on the line Who do we have
You'd be
here?
wasted in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah, look how professional I am. It's really wasted, isn't it? Mark from Traralgon.
Yeah.
Turn your radio down in the background, mate. You've got a local radio station that has what seems to be an impersonation of someone on a voiceover, is that right?
Yeah, it's Billy Connolly.
The Billy Connolly, or...
Well, it's a bloody awful impression of Billy Connolly.
Oh, no. And what are they advertising without... Oh, who cares? Name names. Maybe not name names. What's the product?
Well, Retrovision.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't name names.
I like the way you thought about that as if you were going to say it's a well-known high street electrical and you thought for ages and then went, Retrovision.
Well, I was going to make an analogy like, it's a 60s visual aid kind of thing, but,
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
Forget me picking a job. I'll be lucky to have a job by the end of these 2 weeks.
A way of seeing into the past.
What have you done? You've gone against every code of practice at the ABC.
We are in so much trouble now.
Have a job.
I'm glad that this is my penultimate day.
And is it...
Sorry, I love you guys, really.
God bless you.
Look, we love you too much.
So what have they got this Billy Connolly impersonator doing?
I listen to you guys, but out in the warehouse, it's just like every couple of minutes of just keeping this, hello, if you're looking for some wonderful, products or something,
Oh, no.
Oh, no, that is terrible.
Yeah, Ross, you don't know him, do you? Because I don't think he knows. I think it's just terrible.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we should start a process of notification where we just notify all these people that people are impersonating.
He's going to be in the country in a couple of
he's touring here very soon.
Any second. So he'll probably arrive and then get very, very angry. But the thing about it is that they sort of, when they impersonate you or they especially comics, they don't sort of like, I've only heard one of these chicken ads that's supposedly me, but they sort of like, I think one of them says something like, "Ooh, have the chicken. I feel like a monkey," or something like that. So they've taken a bit of it. But the thing about Connolly is he's got sort of like he's always talking about his downstairs bits,
Yeah.
So it's like that,
and peppering it with interesting language.
Exactly. So it's like I love the idea that in Perth, Retrovision's like, when I'm not touching my willy, Well, I'm not touching my willy. I'm buying myself a television. Aye.
Yeah, the thing is also that he mentions the owners by name.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's trying to create a personal connection.
Yeah,
That's
he knows
very wrong.
That's, you know what I think? We should start up a campaign of just whenever you hear one of those ads, if it's radio,
Boo them. Boo! No!
boo them or just ring up and just complain to whoever answers the phone and just go, hello, I'd like to complain. And just really just have a go.
Yeah.
Ring up whatever channel you see the ad on TV, ring the station and just make a complaint. Because the good thing about that is most stations, I don't know whether radio stations fall under the same thing, but TV stations, they have to record...
Oh, the duty log.
Complaints, yes. They must record, no matter how trivial, no matter how frivolous, they must record your complaint.
It's funny you should say that because an ex-girlfriend of mine used to work as a sound engineer, and she used to, you weren't allowed to bring the duty log out, but she used to smuggle them back. She used to bring them out for me to read because there was this one, there was the same bit, it was like on one of these sunrise type shows, and you're not going, are you?
Who?
Sorry,
No,
you're part of
I'm at work.
Sorry, I just heard the phone go down. I thought you'd gone, oh, they've finished with me now.
No, I'm packing something.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, hello. That sounds both sexual and at the same time as if you're about to do some kind of robbery. Like you've got firearms and
What are you... Sorry, just to digress for one moment. Geez, that's unusual on this show. What are you
about
packing?
to say, what are you packing? Oh, God, Terry, for God's sake.
Considering what I said before about the certain electrical place, I'm not sure I can mention the name.
Oh, okay. All right, that's okay.
A popular lollipop.
Say no more, Mark.
Very
Say
good.
no more.
Yeah.
Has two names the same, that's all I'm going to say.
Yes, no, we're with you. We are with you.
Yeah.
Your ex-girlfriend used to work...
she used to bring these duty
stay
logs.
with us, Mark.
Yeah, stay with us.
Yeah,
hang
I
around.
know.
Yeah, no, it's quite
We're
good.
not keeping you, are we?
No, it's just, I just noticed before when he was saying there's something sexual, it does actually say smooth and creamy on the packet, but go ahead.
Well, I'm going to have to fade you down if you keep talking like that, Mark.
No, sorry. I'll be quiet. I'm good for it.
If you're looking for something smooth and creamy, get yourself down. Aye. I tell you, come in. All you have to say is, what are you packing? And you'll get yourself a free blender. There was this one guy. The one guy used to ring in every day and ask where Lorraine, who was like the sort of Kerry Ann figure, got her dresses every day. Where did she get her dresses? And then there was another one, and his name was Philip from Chessington. And he would ring in every day and complain about something on the show. Yeah. And the funniest one I read was they'd done like a sort of an autumnal floral display behind the presenters. But it was sort of like, they were kind of like browns. And he'd rung in and he just went, the standard of the floral displays has dropped. What are those appalling twigs? And then, it's like they were twigs. And then, he went, please do something about them. And then it was like you read down, there was all these complaints about people saying things about this stuff they should. And then, at the bottom, it just went, those twigs are still there. And he'd run back and gone, nobody's done anything about those twigs.
Being very irate.
So do give a ring in if you've to the particular, and just say, no, stop it.
That's the advice we're giving you, Mark. There you go. It's time for your lunch.
Is that time for your lunch, or are you rigged up to a heart monitor?
Well, possibly.
Right.
I should be.
We'll let you go, Mark, now that we've kept you.
All right.
Thanks for your call, mate.
Thanks for being part of the show.
Thanks. I love your show. Keep it going.
God bless you. Terry will be keeping it going on her own at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'll tell you what, we have some more calls, but it is a quarter to 1 o'clock. Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis on your radio today.
3/4 of a way through the first hour of the final show before our big finale.
Correct.
Tomorrow.
Correct, Amundo.
The penultimate show. I keep saying it's the final show today. You know
tomorrow.
What it is? I think it's such tomorrow because it's the final show and it's just woohoo, anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's like today is the final day of normality.
Yeah.
Whereas tomorrow, you'll be lucky if you get a record all day.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants to listen to music, I'd get a CD out tomorrow.
Yeah, we do have to say there will be a lot happening at different times throughout the day tomorrow. It is officially Pants Across Australia Day tomorrow, the homecoming, all sorts of things happening on your radio between 12 and 3.
We will be playing music, though.
We will play music.
It's not strictly true. I don't mean
we will, because really, the music is because this is a radio station, and it's also because I need brackets of, roughly, on average, 3.5 minutes, in which I can just lose my tiny mind and just, that's important for me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were going to have one there. I thought you were just going to stop.
All right, I'll save it for the next track. Now, you have a choice here. Would you like to check in with the Southern Pants, or would you like to hear about another appalling voiceover impersonation?
Let's go with the voiceover.
We're going to get to both.
And then, we'll go to the pants.
Okay.
Have you got the pants songs? Because you might need a little second.
Pants music.
Yeah, so let's
from
go
Five
to...
Iron Frenzy. All right, let's go.
Don't forget, we're still looking for my doppelganger.
We are.
The chicken doppelganger.
The chicken man.
Because somebody said, this is what I was going to say originally, somebody thought that the whole shoving the egg up your arse business yesterday, trying to crack it with your buttocks, and the whole having a live chicken in the studio, thought that was
a chicken kind of weird promotion.
And thought it was some kind of weird supplement. Well, not only how dare they, but why dare they? Who's going to think, hang on, he's done quite a high-profile roast chicken campaign. You know what would be good? It'd be good to do 2 weeks of radio where he comes in, he has live chickens in the studio, and then he tries to crack an egg with his arse. Yeah. Who's going to go, ooh, he can break eggs with his arse, I better get myself down there and enjoy some of their fine roast chicken.
Sally, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's good. Where are you calling from today?
Calling from a little place called Mount Barker. It's near Albany in southern WA.
Lovely.
Whereabouts are you from?
Sussex.
Sussex, I thought so. I thought I detected a little bit of a
lilt.
A lilt, yeah. Not the popular Caribbean beverage, popular in the UK.
Oh, is it a drink, lilt?
It is a drink. That's why she laughed and you looked at me blankly.
No one else would.
It's got the totally tropical taste.
Oh, it's a bit sickly though, isn't it?
It is sickly. They advertise it as a tropical beverage, but if you put a tropical fish into a bowl of it, it dies. Where's the justice there? So what brought you out to these parts?
Oh, long story. But I'm married to a winemaker who works in Mount Barker, so I have to go where he goes, basically.
Fair enough. And I'm guessing it's probably a little bit better than Surrey.
Or even Sussex, yeah.
Sussex, sorry. It's because of the posh nature of your voice, I just assumed, sorry. Sussex. It's better here, isn't it? I'm not just blowing smoke up the Australians people.
Oh, no, it's brilliant.
It is better.
Yeah, it's much better. Don't tell them, though, for God's sake.
I know, but do you find this? When you go back home, do you find it's quite difficult when people just go, oh, which do you prefer? It's a nightmare for me when I'm doing interviews and stuff, and they go, so which do you prefer? And I have to go, well, they've both got their good... Australia. It's hard, isn't it?
But see, isn't that refreshing to hear? Because, you know, there's a certain stereotype of the, you know, the UK kind of traveller, visitor to Australia, just walking around going, it's too hot, it's too this, it's too that, just complaining. It's nice to hear people going,
we
know
just
what?
like to complain.
It's bloody great.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. But that's the other thing. That's why I have to go back to the UK, so that, you know, there's something inherently English about complaining about stuff.
Absolutely.
Queuing and complaining. And there's no great, I think, for an English person, the best thing of a day is to queue up and complain about the queue that you're in. We love it, don't we? Sometimes you just get a few friends round, few Aussie friends, have a barbecue, just make them line up just for the barbecue. Just get to the end of the queue going, this is terrible.
They all think I'm the grumpiest bastard they know, you know, because I'm always moaning about something.
Yeah, but it's inherent.
Exactly.
Well, you've called up to moan about a voiceover.
I have, yes. Well, that makes me laugh as well.
What's the voiceover and who's the impersonation?
It's a TV ad. I don't know if it goes to Perth as well, but it's on a regional TV here, and I think it's for a place somewhere in Bunbury or somewhere that makes paving slabs, and the voiceover is the worst impersonation of Sean Connery I've ever heard.
Ah.
Really?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hello.
Is that the 3-year-old?
Shh, go away.
Now, see, this is interesting, 'cause just off air, we had to put Sally on hold, and I said, no, we're just going, we won't forget about you. And she said, no, I'm just worried that the 3-year-old might. And I said, well, that's all right, you can attend to the 3-year-old on air. That's what she said, no, I want to run away from it.
Excuse me, he wants a special biscuit. He's got me nailed. He's blackmailing me.
He wants a special biscuit?
Give in. What's a special biscuit?
Well, we've only got old biscuits, mate. Here you go.
What constitutes a special biscuit
for
your little one?
Anything other than the most boring biscuit that I usually give him.
Ah, something with chocolate on it, perhaps.
He's quite hyper, so I try to keep the sugar levels down.
Oh, he's arcing up.
Has he got his biscuit now?
He's got his biscuit, but he's not satisfied with it.
Oh, I thought a special biscuit was maybe a biscuit that you just put a few sleeping tablets, just sprinkled it on the top. Can I have my special biscuit now so I can stop bouncing off the wall? A friend of mine was on tour, and he took his young son on tour with him, and because him and his wife had been constantly ringing the room service, and this kid's basically grown up in hotels because he's on tour and that, and he walks across to the phone. The little kid walked across to the phone, and he's only the same age as us, about 2 or 3, and he picked up the phone and just went, "More biscuits, please." Because he just saw them getting food on the...
What has he got you rustling around and getting him now?
I have found a packet of special biscuits.
Oh,
excellent.
Thank God for that.
Yep, phew.
Do you miss a hobnob?
Well, you can get hobnobs, actually.
Yes.
This is a good thing. Even in Mount Barker, where you can't get much, you can get hobnobs, and now you can get proper Marmite.
Ah, there you go.
So life is worth living again.
Not this lovely Vegemite stuff. You want a good beef extract. That's what you want. Do you want to feel like an old man at a cup final in the 1950s?
Sorry to bring it back, but the Sean Connery impersonation.
Yes, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Paving slabs.
Paving slabs, yep.
And it is a well and truly crap impersonation.
It's awful. Yeah, I just, you're thinking, what possessed them? What were they thinking?
Well, if it's not going to sound good, why would you do it? Like, fair enough, if you wanted Sean Connery, you couldn't afford him, you found someone who sounds exactly like him.
Well,
great,
maybe they think it is good. Maybe everyone in that circle thought, hey, he sounds really like Sean Connery, but he doesn't.
But the thing about Sean Connery is everyone can do a Sean Connery impersonation. You go up to anyone and say, do any impressions, Sean Connery. Straight away. And what is it? But Sean Connery hasn't even got any link to paving.
What's he got to do with paving?
Well, not that I'm aware of, anyway.
But is it like some sort of James Bond type of...
Sort of cod, yeah, very cod James Bond-ish. It's dreadful.
Is he paving his way off the rock? Is that what he's... He's just setting them up.
Or maybe he's like in The Untouchables, you know that, in The Untouchables where he says, what is it, if he puts one of yours in the hospital, you put one of his in the morgue. If he puts one of yours in the morgue, then you need to get yourself down to Terri and Jordan's paving warehouse. Have the whole place paved.
Of course, the other thing is, it might just be a guy who sounds like that, and he'd be terribly offended if we thought he was impersonating Sean Connery.
Every voiceover he goes, hello there, so what are you hoping to do today? They went, could you make it less like Sean Connery? Look, I'm sick of this. I'm bloody sick of it. I don't sound like him.
Thank you very much for your call today, Sally. Good luck with the 3-year-old.
You're welcome, thank you.
Nice talking to you.
You too.
See
And perhaps if Ross came to WA, he could see the ad for himself.
Well,
yes.
I'm going to be in WA, funnily enough. I'm going to be doing some gigs there. So,
Which month?
Hang on, let me get my thing here. I'm in WA. Not all of them have been announced on the website yet, so do keep your eye on it. Here we go. When am I in WA? WA ones haven't been announced yet, but it'll probably be April time, just after end of April, start of May, probably, around that sort of time. And
I'm planning to go back to the UK in May, so I'll time it accordingly.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you do.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I'm touring in the UK starting in September, so if you're still there, you never know.
Thanks for your call, Sally.
All right, bye.
See you, mate.
What's the biscuit then? Not hobnobs. There's a biscuit that you can't get.
we need pants, mate.
What is the biscuit that you can get here that you can't get? Wagon wheels.
Yes, you can get.
You get wagon wheels?
Yes, my word, you get wagon wheels here.
No, what's the biscuit? Well, obviously, penguins. You don't get a penguin, do you?
No, well, not the eating kind.
No, penguin biscuit. Tim Tams are called penguins in the UK. So, they're similar. But
That's all
penguin biscuit. If you're a backpacker and you can tell me, I've tried to get a certain type of biscuit and fallen. Dutchy Originals, you probably can't get them.
Dutchy Originals?
Yeah, they're the ones that Prince Charles makes biscuits and sells them for. Well, he doesn't make them himself, he has his slaves to do it. But, yeah.
Minions.
Yeah, well, it's for the Prince's Trust.
Oh, right.
They sell biscuits.
Gotcha.
I think penguins is one, but there's another type of biscuit which I am unable to purchase in this country.
All right, we are fast approaching the 1 o'clock news, and we have to check in with our Southern Pants, so... Pants music.
Nice. Whack it right up. Go on, nice enough. Go on, nice enough. Go on.
These are not my pants. Whose pants are these anyway?
They're mine.
And checking in with, well...
If you'd like to get yourself some pants and you're in the Perth area, then why not get down to the Pants Warehouse?
Do I have Bo on the line in Tassie?
Yeah, you do. How you going?
Not too bad. Now, you're in Devonport.
We sure are. We made it back into civilisation.
You have, because you've been swinging from the trees and all sorts of things, haven't you?
Oh, we went up to Queenstown last night, and they don't get Triple J out there.
Right.
And, we also went to Burnie, and they didn't get it either, so we didn't bother going up to Smithton.
Oh, so
because it kind of looked a bit silly rocking in. We got the pants, and everyone's just looking at us.
Well,
all right.
Because we thought you were somewhere in Smithton yesterday, but obviously if the transmitter doesn't go that far, then, there's no point announcing go to this pub and do this. No one's going to turn up.
Exactly. So we decided we'd come to Devonport and they get Triple J here.
Lovely. Now, there is going to be a handover today. You've got some travelling to do to make the handover.
We do. It's about an hour or so we're probably going to leave directly after this call, and we should just make it.
And the handover is happening at 2:15 p.m. at in the middle of the mall in Launceston.
Yeah, the Brisbane Street Mall.
Okay.
Yep, under the canopy there in the middle.
All right, so if you're in Launceston, head to just near the canopy in the middle of the Brisbane Street Mall at 2:15.
It's a bit confusing, isn't it? The Brisbane Street Mall in Launceston. Is there a Launceston Mall in Brisbane?
Wasn't Kane had a message to pass on about your pirate accent?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they reckon it sounded a bit like Roger the Cabin Boy.
Roger the Cabin Boy?
Yeah, more...
From Captain Pugwash? Is that what you're saying? Because Captain Pugwash?
Vaguely.
Yeah, and everyone thinks that all the pirates were called things like, there was like Roger the Cabin Boy, Seaman Staines, all these names. No, there's this urban myth, and the Cabin Boy was called Jack, and there was no innuendo, but it's got out there, so, yeah.
All right, well, we've got to play a track to get us up to the news, but we will check in with you very, very soon, Bo.
Yep, no worries.
At 2:15 in the middle of the mall in Launceston.
Okay, we'll speak to you then.
Good on you, mate.
It sounds like it's lively. It's been a bit quiet, placebo, haven't they, for a while?
Oh, a touch, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard from them.
I think so.
He used to call quite regularly, Brian, but
all
he's
the
just
time.
not. He's dropped off a little bit.
He, I think he's possibly the most fair man I've ever seen in my life. Fair.
As in?
Just very skinny, very... he looks like he would break.
Will-o'-the-wisp.
Yeah, exactly. He's wispy.
He's
wispy. Yeah, I mean, I might do the man a disservice. He might have...
he might have bulked up.
Yeah, he might have
been on the roids in between the last album and this one. He might have been really,
Yeah, but that'd be good if he came out and he had a big fat neck on him. Big beer belly and everything. But yeah, I'd sort of... I didn't meet him, but I stood next to him and he was very, very, very...
fragile.
I was worried for his safety. You know those cones that you get, the what are they called? Like slippy floor, danger, slippy floor.
The red witch's hat.
Yeah, I felt like getting some of them and just putting them around.
Just for his own safety.
Yeah, because it was a sort of green room situation. There was a lot of people trying to, network and the like.
Yeah,
jostling around, and I thought two slightly larger or big boned people were just to accidentally. Boomf, like that.
Would you go so far as to say that if you'd put Brian Molko in between the cheeks of your behind and squeezed, you would have cracked him?
Not only would I have cracked him, he would have come out as dust.
See,
he would have come out as a fine powder.
That's awkward.
And quite frankly, in that sort of situation, fine powder was being consumed for the wrong reasons, and I couldn't have, allowed a tiny fair pop star to be, whisked away by, sort of media types and snorted. Especially not off the cracks of my arse. I said I wasn't going to mention it.
No, and now
now I have.
Look what's happened.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, for the record, I have never ground down a popular fair pop star between the cheeks of my arse into a fine powder and allowed some media type to... take it through a £5 note.
Delightful. 1:10 on Triple J. Ross and Terri with you, and
that's right. That's who we are and why we're here.
Indeed. We're trying to find the guy who does the voice on the ad for the chicken that sounds a little bit like you. Now, Dan from Melbourne, you might be able to help us out.
I certainly might be. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know the guy who does the voiceover for the Red Rooster ad.
Really?
Yeah, well, you see, like your last caller, I am a expat from Perth and moved to Melbourne, and used to work in the advertising industry and used to write ads for Red Rooster. And when we lost the account, it went to this other advertising agency.
Yeah.
And the guy who now writes the ads is the guy who does the voiceover. And the thing is... he's not doing an impression of anyone. He actually sounds like that.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
He totally does.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
If he does, then he's a freak.
Why?
He's not doing an impression of Ross or Billy Connolly or Sean Connery.
Okay.
He actually sounds just like that, which is why they've said, you sound kind of funny, we'll put you...
Nah.
Flogging chicks.
All right, why do you say he's a freak,
I'm not believing
Ross?
that. I'm not accusing you of lying. I'm not saying you're a liar. But
Except just saying I'm just making it all up.
No, I'm not saying you're a liar.
Dan,
but I'm saying that is a lie. Because...
Hang on, Dan. Don't engage the shotgun just yet, mate. Pop it down.
I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why.
Just take your hand off it and just relax. Deep breaths, Dan.
He might quite well be from... Is he from the UK?
If you sound like that, you're probably from the UK, I'd say.
Yeah, he's from the UK, right? He might be from, say, like Yorkshire or somewhere like that. But what he's doing there, right? Because he's basically doing... he might not be trying to impersonate me, right?
Yeah.
But he's certainly trying to do a Geordie accent, which from in the UK... My accent is the hardest accent to, very rare, like actors will never try it because it's just too hard to do.
So are you saying, is it that thing of because that is your accent, you can pick when someone has legitimately got that accent or when they're trying to do it? Like, Dan, when you watch, The Simpsons or a TV show and they've got someone trying to do an Australian accent, you go, that person is not Australian.
Or the Aussies in American shows and you go, you're an Aussie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mick Jagger in Ned Kelly.
Ned Kelly.
Yeah.
Well, the classic was that, such a disappointment, the Simpsons episode where they were in Australia and it was just,
Yeah.
Appalling.
Yeah, exactly.
Appalling.
It was dreadful. But what I'm saying is, though, he gets the words, like the sounds of the words. He gets it wrong. Like it's just not quite.
So you can tell that it's not that the person doing that voice does not naturally have that accent.
Yeah, so if that's what he sounds like all the time, then he's either had some kind of brain disorder, or he's putting on some kind of bizarre affectation. Which, if you were going to decide to change your accent as an affectation, you wouldn't pick mine, really, would you?
Yeah.
You know?
Is it possible, Dan, that every time you spoke to him, he was just putting it on?
There is that chance. There also is the brain disorder angle to work as well.
Okay.
But I've got a phone number here that you can call this afternoon, and you can maybe speak to the man himself.
All right. Well, what I'll do is I'll pop you on hold, and you give that number to Amy.
I'm trying to track him down for you as well, so he might be able to call in too.
Okay. All right. Well,
Beautiful.
I will pop you on hold, and if you have a chat to the delightful Amy, we will follow up on that. And thank you very much for calling in. I like stalking people. Can I just ask you, Dan, is your line being tapped by ASIO? Because I'm just hearing strange little clicks on your line.
It quite possibly is. It's this weird house. We've moved to Melbourne, and this house just has...
Is it an older house, is it?
Yeah. It's got a dungeon.
Really?
Yeah.
What, are you using it for that purpose, or are you...
No, but I think someone else before us may have.
Right, very interesting. All right,
Very
well,
scary.
I will pop you on hold, and Amy will get that number from you. Thanks for your call, Dan.
All right, thank you.
Here we go. We'll put Dan on hold.
That's great that we've actually got close to him.
Now, I'll tell you what else we've got. I have been handed by Amy the number of the ad agency that did the Red Rooster ad. Amy, if you could just grab a phone number from Dan on line 3. This Mike rang up and he's given us the number of the ad agency that did the Red Rooster ad. So would you like to call them?
Yeah, I think that might be wise.
All right, let's hear from Youth Group first, and then we will be back and we might get some answers. Really?
Yeah.
You've sunk to a whole new...
What?
level. What are you talking? They're grapes.
They're grapes.
Don't talk to the grapes like
Sorry,
that.
I was just pretending.
They are grapes.
I was pretending that I was talking
bag.
to a pig that had come in and allowed me to suckle.
It's a nice image.
Yeah.
Now, we have we've figured out that the number here that we've been given for the agency that did the ad for the chicken, in which the voiceover sounds somewhat like your good self, Ross Noble.
Yes, indeed.
Is the same number that Dan from Melbourne was going to give us. So we have one number.
A male chicken of a rouge variety.
Now, you want... how are we going to do this? We're going to...
Just give him a ring. Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just ring him up and say, what we say? Should we tell them that we're on the radio? Or should we just... No, we'll just ring them up.
Well, no, look, let's... Hang on. I'm hanging up the phone. Let's
communicate through other means.
Let's be quite upfront about this. We want to speak to whoever worked on the ad that sounds like you.
Yeah.
Because
You better do the talking, because if I ring up, they'll think it's him wanting these checks. Oh, there's no one here from accounts at the moment.
Well, they think it's a crank if I ring up just apropos of nothing, asking for the guy.
Yeah, just ask. Just say...
Amy's saying pretend to be... Why don't you pretend to be the guy? Okay.
No, because unfortunately I can't do my own accent that badly.
You can't. It's a great shame. Okay.
Right. Let's have a little...
This is my dialing voice.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's
What?
an 8, not a 3.
Oh.
This always happens.
It's a terrible, isn't it, when you confuse 8s for... I do that all the time. 3s and 8s. It's like 2 3s getting it on.
All right. I'm scared. Who do I ask to speak to?
What was his name? Was it Matt?
No.
Can I help you?
Yes. I would like to speak to someone who was in charge of the ad campaign for Red Rooster that appeared on Victorian television and radio with the voiceover that sounds like it's a Geordie voiceover.
Okay, I'll just be a moment. Sorry, what was your first name?
My name's Terri.
Terry, okay, just a sec.
Thank you.
I don't want to
How did I do? Oh, what's going on there?
Do they make porn films as well? What the hell's going on?
It's an ad agency. Sex sells. Why not have a little bit of that on your hold music?
Garden centre.
Do I tell them where I'm
Hello,
from?
Sarah speaking.
Hi, Sarah. My name's Terri. I'm calling from Triple J. I'm just wondering if I can speak to someone who worked on the ad campaign that aired. I know it definitely aired on Victorian TV and radio, which had
You guys are referring to the Geordie voice?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's already phoned today about that.
Right.
He is from England.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you guys are trying to actually get his details, I'd have to get our producer to get them over to me. But we usually sort of get him in studio from England.
Right. So he was brought out specifically to do the voice.
No, we didn't bring him up. We just did the voice record via there and got them to send us the MPEG basically to our producer.
Oh, okay. Look, I've also got Ross Noble on the line here talking to you.
Yeah.
And we're just curious, just because the guy sounds very much.
Hi, hello.
Hi, how you going?
I'm Ross. Hi. The reason we're ringing up about this, right, is because I don't know if you can tell now the fact that I'm speaking to you now. I have had literally thousands and thousands and thousands of emails on my website and also on the Triple J website, with people going, that sounds suspiciously like you. And we were just wondering, and there's not going to be any legal proceedings here. It's not a problem at all. But we were just wondering. Because he even sort of says phrasing, like one of them was something like, hey, buy our chicken, or you'll be a monkey. You see, that's the way I said that there, that's how it should have been said.
Okay.
And we were just wondering whether somebody that came up with the ads has gone, could you do it like Ross Noble? Or did you go, oh, can you do this? And this bloke from the UK has done this voice like off his own bat.
Yeah, he was basically given we sent over the script and we said, do a whole bunch of recordings and we'll choose from one of them.
Right. So all the things he said were things that were scripted by the ad agency for him to say?
Well, we wrote the script up, but the tone that he used and the way that he said it was completely up to him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
So would the word monkeys have been in the script?
I can't remember offhand. It was a while ago, but I think our concept was based around monkey. I think we used that in one of our visuals as well.
Okay.
Where did the idea for that come from then?
I'm presuming from the creative's head.
Okay, yeah. On my DVD. But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. The creative, very loose term. No, but the thing is, though, so this guy, he's based in the UK then, is he?
Yes, he is.
Oh, right. And he came up with this voice.
So it's not possible to speak to him?
No, well, unless you want to wake him up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And I want to see what part of the UK he's from.
And what about the creative who scripted the ad? Does that come down to one person, or are there a bunch of people who usually work on that and come up with that together?
Well, those concepts were done by a couple of people. But the guy who actually gave the go-ahead is actually from the UK, so he knew the guy who did it, so that's how he got him in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is he in today?
He is. I don't know. I'm just looking at his list. He's not there at the moment. He might be in a meeting. I can get him to give you guys a call back if you want.
That would be great.
Sure.
And honestly, this is purely out of curiosity because it is one of those things where literally, Triple J website has gone nuts with it. People just going, is it...
Unlucky for you guys.
And also, I've been turning up to gigs and I've had Australian people in the UK turning up to my gigs going, you're on an advert. And it's it's bizarre because members of my own, like my wife's Australian, even members of my own family have been going, hey, did you do an advert for chicken? And it's one of these things where it's as if I've done the advert and I'm sort of getting...
And you're in a time zone.
And I'm fielding I'm fielding off the thing here, and we just want to kind of find out.
Is the guy who did the voice, do you know, which part of the UK he's actually from?
I have no idea.
Okay.
You'd have to speak to Richard, so I'll get him to give you guys a call because he actually knows the guy. He used to do voiceovers when he worked in England with him.
All right. Well, you've been a tremendous help to us, Sarah. What I'll do is I'll just pop you on hold and you can give... we'll give you a number. Our producer, Amy, will give you a number or a number perhaps that we can call you back on. Is that all right?
A number that you...
A number that you can call us back on when you're got that number.
Yeah, sure.
Did that make sense? I'm putting you on hold. Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
Okay.
Cheers.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
About numbers,
Did she
about.
Did she sound a little bit...
Did this sound...
Was she a bit on the ropes there, do you think? Do you think she went, oh, no, we've been rumbled?
Well, You know what I reckon it comes down to? And again, this is just an interesting, curious, let's get to the bottom of this for the sake of it, right?
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to depend on if this guy is from the same place that you're from, because you're saying that accent it's not that guy's actual accent. You're saying he's putting on that accent. If he's from somewhere else, this is my theory.
I was just going to say I reckon he's from, because I'm from just north of Newcastle, right? That guy is either from Teesside or Wearside, possibly North Yorkshire.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't know what that does to my theory then, because my theory was that if he's putting on that accent, right?
Yeah.
If he's been asked by someone to put on that accent and say certain things that are reminiscent of what you do, then I reckon that's on the shonk. I reckon that's on the shonk. Yeah.
But
that's on the shonk.
But what could it not have been that they wrote these adverts, right, that kind of sounded vaguely like the kind of nonsense that near bollocks that would come out of my mouth.
Which is, we're not saying you own the word monkeys, right? So anyone who's on that very full switchboard saying, listen, back off, monkeys,
there's nothing...
That's not what we're saying.
No, but it's not just monkeys. There's monkeys in this kind of like, there's a certain kind of thing, I was born with it. I can't help it. Yeah. That's what comes out of my face.
But it's a thing that you've always had that you are now recognised for having.
Yeah. It's just, it's not just that. It's just a general, all of them have a certain sort of quality of me about it. And it's not, I've only heard the ad once.
Yeah.
But, when you get literally in the thousands of emails on a daily basis, and the bloke that does my website's going, did you do an ad? And I'm going, no. Why? Well, would you like these 50 pages of emails we've had in? That certain things. But I reckon what's happened is somebody's got the bit of... Somebody's written the script, right, who's got a similar sort of, manner as me. They've sent it to the guy in the UK and said, can you do these? And he's looked at them and gone, oh, how can I do... And maybe he's not consciously, but he's gone, oh, how would that sound quite good? And then he's done them... Do you see what I mean?
Is it the agency or is it the guy that's doing the voice?
Well, that's what... if he's in the UK, and it's a bit... Because surely they would have just asked me. They would have just... Do you know what I mean? It's not difficult to get a hold of me.
Who knows? Look, we will try and get to the bottom of this.
I regularly turn up in... in
voiceover booths asking for work.
Yeah, I do. Outside, dressed as the blind man, shaking a cup. No, but you just turn up to a gig. Sit in the front row, So you come and see one of my shows, it's not me just talking, ignoring the audience. There's quite a lot of interaction. Just sit in the front and go, do you want a gig? I go, well, funnily enough, I've still got to shamelessly plug these gigs as well. I know you don't want me to do it. I'm breaking all the rules.
Look, maybe we can link something from the website.
It's against the ABC policy, but I'm going to do it.
We are all curious. Yeah. We will get to the bottom of this. Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis with you this afternoon. And tomorrow is the big homecoming of the pants.
Yes.
We've sent 4 pairs of pants around the country, and they are on their homeward journey.
The pants of peace.
The pants of peace. Hopefully all 4 pairs will be in town in Melbourne tomorrow. And we thought, a bit of pomp and ceremony was warranted.
To welcome them home.
That's right. So there's a bagpiper, there's drums.
Opera
I've confirmed 10 drummers.
10 drummers?
Drumming.
Nice.
An opera singer.
Yeah.
And also, we're also very fortunate. We're going to have Heath from Knox City in Victoria at the ceremony tomorrow. And Heath, what will you be doing?
I'll be tap dancing.
You will indeed. You'll be tap dancing. Tell us about your tap dancing background. How long have you been doing it?
I've tap danced for 11 years now, and I started out on, the more prancy dance, Fred Astaire style tap dancing, and now we're doing a thing called funk tap. Yeah.
Funk tap?
Yes.
Oh,
it's sort of the mixture of sort of hip-hop music with sort of jazz and, just throwing tap dancing with it. It's good fun.
Brilliant. And are you going to give us a bit of a sample, perhaps, live on air of what of the calibre of the tap dancing that people can expect tomorrow?
Oh, yes. Sure.
Now, where are you at the moment? Actually, I should explain. You're delightfully doing this on your lunch break, aren't you, Heath?
Yeah. Look, everyone at work's having a bit of a listen in the store. Hi guys, how are you? Woo!
Now, have you tap danced in front of your workmates before, Heath?
Fun?
Have you-
Well, I'm sort of newish here, so I think quite a few didn't know that I did this, but yeah, it's a bit of a realisation, you know.
And
Good
are you-
way to get it out there.
Where are you? Are you in the tea room?
I'm in the change room right now.
Brilliant. Okay, so what's the best way to do this? We'll put your phone on the floor and get you to dance next to it?
Yeah, look, I apologise for the poor acoustics of this concrete floor. I mean, I would
Don't
prefer...
apologise. Look, if you were ringing from some kind of tap studio, then we'd be complaining. We'd be saying, "Come on," you know. But quite frankly, if it's you know what I like? Even though you're a dancer, you refer to it as a change room and not a dressing room.
Nah,
which shows me
dressing room. Dresses are for girls.
It shows you've got 1 foot in showbiz and 1 foot in reality, and I like that.
That's a good place
but
to
both
be.
feet are tapping.
All right.
Thank you.
So you're going to put the phone on the ground
I'll do that now, all right?
and give us a bit, all right?
Okay.
Oh,
Brilliant.
that's fantastic.
It's great, isn't it?
You don't hear that every day, do you? Oh,
Jesus.
Has he been joined by others?
I think you dropped a fish there.
How long do you reckon he'll go for?
I don't know.
Heath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And for
Hey!
and for all those that couldn't see, I actually did a drop split with a backflip at the end.
Oh, my God.
A backflip?
See, that's
Yeah,
what
backflip.
11 years of experience...
In a
that's what I'm
change
getting.
room too.
What song was playing in your head when you were dancing to that, Heath?
You know, a little bit of In the Mood, Glenn Miller, Big Dan.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Isn't that
All right.
Chaganuda Choo Choo you just
Oh,
did?
is it? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Pardon me,
No, not that one.
That's In the Mood, isn't it?
Yeah, that's In the
See, we should have had you doing that while Heath was tap dancing.
Let's do that again. Can you do it again?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, put the phone down.
I'll give you a count in, okay?
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. It's still going.
Because we're on a delay, aren't we? That was great.
That was fantastic.
That was great, but you know what was bizarre about that is because we're on a 7-second delay, right? God knows why, the stuff that we come out with and nobody hits the delay and then you say, it's like I was doing the music live and then you counted me in and I started, so what happened was I must have started 7 seconds after you counted me in.
Oh, no.
That's a bit weird.
That's all right. It worked in the end. It worked.
It was a beautiful, beautiful...
We're performing a new style here. It's I don't know what it is, but it's
delayed.
magical.
It's
Yeah,
interactive,
delayed.
kind of delayed, interactive. Who knows? We'll come up with a name for it. Well, Heath, it will be an absolute delight to have you part of the Pants Homecoming tomorrow between 12 and 3. It's going to be pretty special now that we've seen and heard what you're going to bring to the whole day.
Because I don't want to give too much away. We'll announce it at the start of tomorrow's show exactly what's happening, but there's going to be a sort of a procession. That's the idea.
Yeah.
So everyone else will just be walking along, drummers will be playing, bagpipers piping, but you'll just be tapping along. We might even follow you.
Well, what we're trying to do, we don't want you to be too lonely by yourself, Heath. I'm trying to contact a schoolboy trumpet player. So do you think you could accompany a trumpet down the street?
No worries. That sounds fine. I mean, I accompany Russ on a 7-minute delay, so I could probably do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Heath. Well, we'll see and hear you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, no worries.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
That's good. Accompanied me. I accompanied him on a 7-second delay. It's a bit, you know, in the band when they go introducing on the drums, Bangy Johnson, on the trumpet, a schoolboy trumpeter. On the 7-second delay, it's Ross Noble. How about that? He took it away on a 7-second delay solo. Tell you who else is touring? Me.
Ross Noble and Terri
randomest tour.
Psiakis on your radio.
Do you want to get the schoolboy trumpeter and I'll blatantly
You want me to get the
plug my
schoolboy
tour?
trumpeter? We will. Okay, I'll
My
try and
randomest
get
tour,
him.
I'm going to be in Adelaide from 24th February through for like 10 days or a week or something like that. And then, right, if you're in these places, right, Mount Gambier, Hamilton, Horsham, Warrnambool, Ballarat, Sale, West Gippsland, Kyneton, Bendigo, Shepparton, Bathurst, Griffith, Wagga, Albury, Newcastle, Gosford and Wollongong, and Parramatta. I'll be there in March, and then in Sydney at the MO Theatre for a week, and then I'll be in Melbourne at the Melbourne Town Hall from the 14th of April. All the information for those dates, and plus all the... I'll be in... where the pants are? You know, Tasmania, that's the fella. I'll be in Tasmania, Western Australia, Perth and up north, which haven't been put on the website, but if you go to rossnoble.com.au, they will be up there soon. All the information's there. Come along. The show's called
You are going
Randomist.
all around the country?
Quite literally all over the place. But check the website. It's all on there. Come along, say hello, and I'll say hello first, obviously. Just shout out as one as I was. Hello.
Now, I'm trying to contact a schoolboy trumpeter.
Where is he?
Who has? I'm not sure. He's offered his services. I've been
You don't
trying
know?
to
He's
get
in
a hold
Melbourne,
of
is he?
him on this number. I haven't had any luck, but he does have a lovely voicemail message. If we get that instead, let's give this a whirl to ask him to perform at our homecoming.
You know what else? Here we go.
All right.
Hello?
Hello, is that the schoolboy trumpeter?
Yes, it is.
Is that Jake?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Jake. It's Ross and Terri from Triple J. How are you?
Good.
That's good. Now, we got your message on the guest book saying that you'd like to trumpet the pants home.
Yeah, but unfortunately I can't because I'm going to the Australian Open.
Oh, you're going to the tennis?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's pathetic.
Bugger. Have we caught you on the hop? Are you at your place now? Is your trumpet nearby?
Yeah, I'm at my place, yeah?
Oh, could we, if you had been accompanying a pair of pants into the city of Melbourne, could you possibly play us a little something of what you would have played?
Okay, I could try.
All right, we'll give you a moment to get your trumpet.
Well, that means we've got a hole in the trumpeting schedule there.
Okay, well,
So
we've got a hole for a trumpeter.
Well, give us a ring.
That doesn't sound...
We'll tell you tomorrow
Morning,
where
Vicar.
this is all going to happen and how it's going to go off. But if you do want to come down, if you're a dancer or you're a... You know what we should
Hit us on the guest book. Go to the Ross and Terri page of triplej.net.au if you are in Melbourne tomorrow between 12 and 3 and you can offer your artistic services.
Some more dancers, maybe some of the hippity-hoppity dancers. You know, the ones that spin
Swing.
on the spinning on the heads, the hip-hop. Are you back with your trumpet yet? No, he's not.
No, he's
You know
still-
what?
still getting
While he's
himself
getting his
organised.
trumpet...
Well, we
in
need
fact-
someone to accompany Heath, the tap dancer.
Yes. I'd
much what
quite
we
like
need.
to... Also, give us a ring. If you are a hip-hop dancer and you can do that thing... You know that thing where they go on their head and they spin round?
How can they do that all the way down the street?
Well, they can't, but... No, but they can do that thing where they jump to the side, and maybe it's a
Okay.
bit of a caterpillar. I've always wanted to have a lesson. You know when you go on your head and you spin
Yes,
around?
on the
So
cardboard.
If you're in Melbourne and you run a dance studio and you specialise in the more extreme form of hip-hop dancing...
What do you call it? Hippity-hoppity?
Hippity-hoppity.
Oh.
The hippity-hoppity music. I like the hippity-hoppity music.
Are you there, Jake?
Give us a ring. Ring in and I'll come to... Is he there yet?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we
Jake,
go.
you're ready to
Give
go.
us a ring
Okay.
if you want to teach me to dance.
Just, all right.
Not you. You're playing the trumpet.
Okay. What song is it? We've got to say we know what song it is, otherwise... Oh. Speed it up a bit and that's what the song is. Oh, it's tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Nice work, Jake.
Thank you.
Well, look, we're very sorry that you won't be able to join us tomorrow, but I'm very glad that we got to hear that today.
Yep.
And thank you for offering your services and have a good day at the tennis. Who are you looking forward to seeing tomorrow, do you know?
No, but we've got Santa Claus tickets.
Oh, la-di-da. Lucky you. Well, look,
Yeah.
we'll be thinking of you tomorrow.
Okay.
And again, thank you very much for sharing your trumpeting talents with us on Triple J.
Thank you.
All right, see you, Jake.
So, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
So basically, we need a
I
trumpeter.
like Jake.
He's good, isn't he? I like it. We need trumpeters, we need dancers, we need people dressed in costumes. If you can provide some sort of musical accompaniment to tap dancers, give us a call. 1300 0555 36. I did that right that time, didn't I?
You did.
And also, that's the same number if you have a dance studio and can teach me to do the hibbity-hobbity dancing.
I was supposed to play Wrong Time Capsule.
Yeah, which is a good song.
And I played Chatterboxes.
What was that?
Is
Where
an
are they
interesting
Nah.
Deerhoof.
I'm not having that.
Wrong Time Capsule
where are
is
they
a
from?
cracker. They're from San Francisco.
Oh, they're
and
not
because
gonna
we
be
have a new
listening.
CD player, when you put it in and you cue it, it then goes back to track number one.
Give
and
us a
so
look
we
at
got
that
track
CD
number
there.
one,
That was just-
Chatterboxes,
what was all
instead
that
of
business? It sounded
Wrong
like,
Time Capsule.
Sounded like a couple of pelicans having sex
At
in a
2:06.
music box. That what's going on there?
Ross and Terry on your
Oh,
radio.
look
I
at
do
you.
apologise. That's, I mean, you know, if you're a fan of Deerhoof and you happen to love that opening track,
Then
well, today
behave
was your
yourself.
lucky day.
And look at that. What hare, pigeon, cactus, bucket, and all the.
You're looking at the album cover there.
You haven't even tried, have you? I mean, come on.
Wrong Time Capsule. Do you want it? No. Do you want it?
No, don't play it.
Oh, okay.
Leftovers. Let me see. Oh, and there's more on the inside. I'm sorry, but you know, sometimes something just, you know, just you look at something, you think, nah, not for me. That. That's.
I'm sure there are some Deerhoof fans who are, you know.
Name one.
Look, I don't know any personally, but that's not to say that they don't exist. There are a
Yeah.
lot of people in this country that I haven't met
Yeah, look at me.
and haven't had the chance to ask them whether they like Deerhoof, but I will from now on make
Yeah.
it a point of asking every
at me.
person that I meet what they think of Deerhoof.
Slagging off a band from San Francisco that chances are don't have a huge following.
Well, we're not giving them a chance when we play the wrong track.
Well,
and
no,
then
I'm
back
sure,
it
you
out.
know, yeah, and then just bag it. That's the thing, isn't it? What's that, the golden rule? There's some sort of rule, isn't there, about slagging off the music? You're not
Well, you
allowed
don't
to.
do it. That's the rule.
That's the rule, yeah.
Don't slag off the music. It's
Yeah, but
generally the
I would
ethos.
say 99.9% of the music that we've played, thumbs up, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, other than the Half Man, Half Biscuit, which are very much... put
Your
me-
feature artist,
and,
Ross Noble.
And Silver Bullet,
Yes.
who, you know, I put my foot down and go, we have to play them.
Right.
It has to happen, you know.
But everything else you're happy with. And there's
Yeah.
some Maximo Park coming up
Yeah,
for you
exactly.
very, very shortly as
you,
well.
You
So
deal with the music side of things, and
Yeah.
it's bang on. You know, no complaints. That there, before you even said, this is banging on a bit. I was thinking...
I thought I just
what
didn't
are we
sound
playing
right.
this for? And that's not me being a Philistine going, oh, this isn't, you know...
No.
I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not saying, come on, whack a bit of Delta on, something for everything, you know, something for everyone. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. All I'm saying is, you know what these look
But you
like?
know, you might think differently of them if I'd played you the right track. It might have been something that quite took your fancy.
That's true, but by the looks of this, right, is this their first album or not?
You can't judge an album by its cover.
Yes, you
Ross.
can. You know what these look like to me?
The
They
little
look
symbols
like
on the front of the album.
shoegazers. That's what they look like to me.
Shoegazers.
There's nothing I hate more, right?
Oh, when they're playing a gig and
than
just
it-
looking down.
Yeah, they sound to me like they'd come on, there wouldn't be any hello, not so much as a sniff of a glitter cannon.
Glitter cannon?
That's what I'm saying. No, but do you know what I mean? Like, you go and see a band...
That's what we need tomorrow.
Oh, if you've got a glitter,
cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, how good would
Some
that
form
be?
of, yeah.
For the homecoming of the pants.
Like, you know, you go and see about... We were talking about this yesterday after the show.
Mm.
Do you remember? We were talking about in there, and I was telling you about that White Stripes gig.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Which was more like theatre than...
It was just, you know, it's like...
Where did you see them? Manchester?
Manchester. It was the same gig where, you know how I was telling you on the air the other day about when that kid was in the mosh pit and all the rest of it.
Yes.
What I like from a band, and it doesn't matter whether they're playing kind of retro poppy type stuff, I don't care if they're like an indie band or even some kind of glam rock metal outfit. What I like is people who, you know what I like in general in life, is people that make the effort.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's my philosophy of
Yeah.
life, right? Make the effort. I don't care whether you work in a, you know, some kind of, you know, an electrical superstore. No, but seriously, I don't care whether you're a, you know, some kind of, you know, musical combo
Yeah.
from the San Francisco area. Don't care whether you're a radio type, whether you're a comedian, whether you're an electrical studio, whether or not you know, you're a farrier, for example.
Can I give you an
Make
example
the effort.
of
Go
what
on.
I think illustrates that?
Go on.
Heath from Knox was on his lunch break at his job and
Yep.
tap danced on national radio
Exactly.
for the Triple J listening
He
audience.
tap danced.
He made the effort.
He made the effort. And you know what? Not only that, he had his tap shoes at work.
He did.
You know? Now, the thing, he didn't know we were going to call him. Do you see what I'm saying? He made the effort. What would have happened, right? Say a children's hospice, right? Having a bit of entertainment, raising money for the kiddies, right? Yes. They're a little bit sick. Well, clearly very sick. But, you know, those kiddies, you got to raise money for them. Bozo the Clown's pulled out. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Get a costume.
Hey, there's a tap dancer down the road, you know, but he's on his... don't worry, wait till his lunch break. He takes those tap shoes in every day. He goes down there and he dances for those kiddies and they raise the money. And you know what? They might even find a cure for some of the things that them kiddies have got. You know? If he hadn't taken them tap shoes into work, there'd be children dying. That's all I'm saying.
A nation is in tears, Ross Noble, listening to this. It's just...
And these charlatans, right, can't even be bothered to turn up from the San Francisco. Are they playing the big day out? Are they doing a gig here? When are they playing? When are they playing Australia? Is it written down there?
I haven't got it here.
Exactly. They couldn't even be bothered. They couldn't be bothered to ring up, let us know when they're playing. Do you see what I'm saying to them?
Oh,
so from now on, we're going to boycott all of their gigs.
No, we're not.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, my God.
No, if you like that track,
all
I'm saying is if you like that track, you know, on the album, right, if you because you can probably get it on the internet. If you download it off the internet, right?
No, buy the album. Buy the album.
No, off one of those ones where you pay for it.
All right.
What I was going to say was, right, you know when you see, not everything has to be illegal. You can pay for music.
So I'm just used to the
exactly.
naughtiness.
You've let the cat out of the bag there. All I'm saying is I do buy albums, right? In fact, the KT Tunstall album, right? I bought that on the internet, right? Paid for it, click, on the old iTunes and that. Paid for it, credit card payment and all that. Click, there it goes.
Crack me an egg and put it on my Visa.
Exactly, crack me an egg, put it on the Visa. We'll say no more about it, right? You know, I bought that album, but then my computer broke down, right?
Right.
Computer and screen stopped working, right? Too much to get it repaired, same price as a computer.
Yeah, get a new one.
Binned it off, bought a new computer, right? Of course, now me pod and
you lost everything.
No, the because I still had it in me pod.
Okay.
So I just uploaded it, but then the stuff that I'd bought, I hadn't declassified the other computer.
Right.
So now it wouldn't allow me to. I can still listen to that stuff on the computer, but I can't listen to it on the pod itself. So I've gone, but I quite like to listen to the KT Tunstall. So I went out and bought it again.
So you paid for it twice?
I paid for it twice. Right? Even I bought it once, the real thing, and then again on the... You see?
So you are committed to the purchase?
I am. So what I'm saying is, if you're thinking of buying this, you can just click and buy the whole album.
Yep.
You know, put it on my credit card, say no more about it, right? With this one, right, just do... How many tracks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 20 tracks or something on there. Download 19, that one we just played. Leave it, right? Send a message to the band, right, and the money that you would spend buying that track, send it to the kiddies.
Oh my God!
Send it down to Kiddies Hospital. That's what I'm saying. Do you see what I mean? And that way you get your entertainment, and important messages sent to these Workshire layabouts.
Dear hoof.
Yeah. No doubt, benefit fraudsters. I would so far as to go to say
allegedly.
You know, no, I said wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
I didn't say they are deliberately...
I'm just going to throw allegedly into every conversation we have from now on, just to safeguard myself.
I'm not saying they're deliberately defrauding the Social Security, but all I'm saying is, you know, this band costs money. You know, this album costs money to make, you know.
We've got people on the phone.
I'm sure you have now.
We really do. Yeah. Now...
so if only you played the right track, we could have saved ourselves that 5-minute
in
rant
Melbourne,
from me.
Which pants have we got that have come back to Melbourne today? These are the Northern pants.
You can have that back.
Thank you very much.
You got some pants music.
Oh, now you're asking a bit much. No, I bloody don't. There you go. The pants music, that's track 1 from Deerhoof's album, Chatterbox. Yeah. There you go.
Go and buy that album, it's really good.
Toya.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank God. Now, you picked up the Northern pants from Melbourne Airport at what ungodly time this morning?
Oh, well, we got there at about 5 o'clock, and the plane was delayed for about 20 minutes. So it was supposed to be there at 5:20, and then we were there till about 5:40, picked up the pants, and, hung around for a bit.
And the handover went okay? There were passwords and all that involved? That was all right?
Yeah, everything was fine. Poor Renee was very tired and had to get on another plane, and
Yes, and continue her journey. She went from Darwin to Melbourne and then across to Perth, I believe.
Yeah, there was a bit of problem with getting the pants on the plane in Darwin because there was all this stuff on the pants. She had to take everything that they thought was dangerous off, and everything else that was stapled on, she had to sew on a few things and take all the bobby pins out and stuff.
Oh, right. And then is that what I think she's mailing them to us. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. There's a little in one of the pockets that she said what she had to do because of airport security.
Airport security.
That's just daft, isn't it? As if a terrorist was going to try and hold up a plane using decorated pants.
Using the pants of peace,
exactly.
no less, to hold up a plane.
It's physically impossible to do wrong with those pants.
Now, Toya, you will be bringing the pants to our homecoming ceremony tomorrow, but while they're having their little kind of break from travel in Melbourne, you've got them somewhere where people can come and see them this afternoon. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm in Brunswick Street in Fitzroy at the Evelyn.
At the Evelyn Hotel in Brunswick Street, Fitzroy in Melbourne. And you're there now and you'll be spending a fair whack of the afternoon there?
Yeah, I reckon.
Excellent. All right, well, you continue to safeguard the pants.
Okay.
And we'll be in touch with you later on the Savo to let you know where and when to be, places tomorrow for the homecoming. It's all very excited. Are you excited about this?
Yes, I'm quite excited. It's quite fun.
Excellent. All right, well, you have a nice afternoon at the Evelyn.
Yep.
And we'll speak to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, see you, mate.
See ya.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together. And someone who may be able to provide us with some services at the homecoming tomorrow, Kate in Melbourne. You're part of a special society. Are you there, Kate? Oh, Kate. Kate's on a dodgy line. Kate, move somewhere where we can hear you. Yes, keep moving. You're getting better.
No, I'm driving.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Doesn't that go against everything you stand for?
Sorry?
Tell us what your society is.
Yes, it's a medieval society and they didn't have cars. It's a very fast carriage I have.
Okay.
All right, and what service, before you drop out, are you going to provide for us, or are you offering us tomorrow?
I think you need some kind of procession and you need someone to announce the pants as they arrive, so you need a town crier.
A town crier.
Ooh,
and
nice.
would you be that town crier, or do you know someone?
That town crier, I think I've been measured at about 120 decibels.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, that's
you're a proper competing...
Sorry?
You're one of these people that actually competes in the town crying competitions.
No, we don't have those in Australia, Ross. It's not like the old country.
Sorry about that. I've made a fool of myself.
You fool, she says.
But you still have got one of those sound meters, and was that the environmental health people that measured that and went, the townspeople think you're a bit loud?
Something like that. I think everyone thinks I'm a bit loud. Anyone who's listening will know exactly who I am, because I'm famous for being loud.
Excellent. Well, I think we will enlist your services tomorrow, Kate, if that's all right by you.
So, do we have a location yet? Do you even know?
Hey, we know stuff, mate.
Yeah,
we know stuff.
We're going to announce it at the very start of tomorrow's show. We're going to tell you where the pants are headed to. There might even be 2 locations.
Who knows?
You never know.
We'll pop you on hold, Kate, and you can have a chat to our producer, Amy, and she may reveal more to you.
Oh, thank you. You don't want a demo?
For God's sake.
Yeah,
give us a demo and careful where you're driving.
Okay.
Are we getting a demo?
Oh, you want to hold? I can't hear you very well.
That's right. Yeah, give us a demo, Kate.
The demo? What do you want me to say? Announce the Northern Pants or something?
What about the Pants of Peace arriving in Melbourne tomorrow on Triple J?
Okay.
She's knocked out the Optus tower.
Please.
Oh, it was so loud that I think you actually caused partial deafness, and maybe I didn't hear all of it, but it was very loud.
Yeah, we got the word peace.
I am in a car and that wasn't my best performance.
No, look, that's okay.
Right.
I'll let you concentrate on the driving. We'll just pop you on hold and Amy will get some details from you, Kate.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
It'd be great if she was actually a taxi driver and the passenger didn't know who she was talking to and just going, no, I'm in a cart. And the bloke's going, what? And then she's going, I'll just... and then, the pants arriving in Melbourne.
All right, I have to play something from Maximo Park because we have to get our Southern Pants on the line. There's a changeover that was due to start about 6 minutes ago.
Oh, was there? Sorry. That's my fault.
It's quite all right. It is around 25 minutes past 2 o'clock. Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis on your radio this afternoon, and we are now going to or on your internet, correct?
Yeah, sorry to be pedantic.
We
but
are-
a lot of people get very angry. And not only that, they're on the computer while they're listening and they'll type in, "Hey there, I'm on the internet."
We are going to check in with our Southern Pants. A handover is due to take place. Who do I have on the line?
It's Brett O from the Ward Valley. We've hijacked the Peace Pants.
Brett O from the Weld.
They've come from a long journey through the ancient forests of the Styx Valley and the Tarkine. Ancient forests in Tasmania continue to get destroyed.
Okay, we know.
We have to work
Yeah, all
towards
right,
helping
leave it,
out.
leave it.
Brett, the pants.
We haven't really thieved them. They're somewhere around.
Okay, so are you in the mall in Launceston?
I could be in the mall in Launceston.
Are you in the mall in Launceston,
I
Brett?
believe I am. The
You're
pants
right. Okay.
aren't hijacked.
So
Nice
you...
interrogation there.
yeah, I'm good at that.
yeah.
It's a real pirate from the Ward Valley. You've
Okay.
heard about the pirate ship in the Ward Valley?
Yes, we put a link to your website from ours.
Oh,
We've done the right
yeah.
thing by you. We can't understand why you're not doing the right thing by us, quite frankly. Now,
We're
the
doing the
pants
right thing.
were
The
meant to
website.
go from Bo to Shane, who is part of the Fellowship of the Pants, who has off his own back purchased a plane ticket to get from Launceston to Melbourne tomorrow to bring the
And
pants home.
over to him soon.
You soon?
Soon. We just need to talk about the debate in Tasmanian forest. Ancient old
Brett,
forest.
no, Brett, you're missing the point. What's the bigger picture here? The forest or the pants? I'm going with the pants
Well,
at this point in time.
The Peace Pants have told me that the forests down here need protection.
We know,
They
Brett,
certainly
and that's
do.
why
We
we've
won't
done
get
you
to
a
the
favour
bottom.
and linked on your website.
Yeah, and if you don't hand over the pants, I'm going to cut down all the trees in my garden.
You're going to cut down all the trees in your garden?
Just mucking
Brett.
about.
You should be growing, I reckon some fruit and vegetables in your garden would be nice to grow.
Brett, is Kai there anywhere near you by any chance?
Kai's very close to me. He's only metres away.
Well, you know what would be lovely? If you passed your phone over to Kai just for a moment, Brett.
Just for a moment.
Thank you.
I just wanted to talk about, just one more plug for the
No, just
Brett, pass the phone over to Kai.
www.huon.com.
Brett.
I already are.
Brett, don't make me come down there. Pass
Well,
the
you
phone.
can come down. You can come and explore
over
the
to
forest
Kai.
down here too.
Brett, you've got 10 seconds to pass it over to Kai.
And then what are you going to do?
Well, you're not. No one's going to hear
Forest.
any more about you or the Huon Forest, and that would be a loss for all of us,
That
wouldn't
would
it?
be lost for all of us. You should come and visit us.
Brett.
I might pass the phone over.
Go on,
Brett.
pass the phone over.
What was that?
Yeah, is this Kai or are we still with Brett?
Already are. He's still there.
Can we have
He's
Kai,
right
please?
next to me.
Okay,
I can pass you over to the Fellowship of the...
Yep,
Thank you.
hand it over.
That would be nice.
Hand it over.
But there will be no peace unless the forest is saved down here. I'll pass it over.
Okay,
Thanks,
pass
Brett.
it over. Yep.
Hello, the phone is back in my possession.
Is this
God
Kai?
for that.
Yes, this is Kai.
Oh,
Kai,
can you punch that crust?
If you don't punch that pirate in the face right now...
He's 2 foot taller than me, so I'm not going to try
Yeah,
it.
okay, no, look, that's fair enough. So are the pants in your possession now, Kai?
Not in my position at the moment. I've got a few people in here. They're just sort of looking at them, having a bit of fun with them. Give them a hug.
For God's sake, don't let the pirate run off with them.
No, I'll definitely try. I bought a little version of Sting, the sword that Photo has a lot.
Oh,
no,
yes,
okay, that was a lie.
Kai,
That was
a friend
that was
of Shane and all the others who are part of the Fellowship of the Pants who have been, well, for the most part of their journey through Tasmania, you've been safeguarding them. They've
A picture of what?
a sting. He's got a miniature sting. You know the sword from Lord of the Rings?
Oh, I thought you meant Sting as in the pop
The
star that
singer.
tries to save the trees.
No,
I thought you went
not the ex-member of police. No,
to
no,
try,
no.
because he went around trying to save the Brazilian rainforest, and I just thought, in order to try and just appease the environmentalists, you thought, I'll bring a little miniature Sting with me, and they'll be so busy talking. Do you want to talk to Sting? Can I sing this song?
Now, Kai, only because we are slightly concerned for your welfare and the safety of the pants, is there going to be a problem?
So the snatch of that, the pants were attacked then by the pirate. He tried to get them, but
Okay.
my faithful friend Mark's there. He just saved them. It's okay.
Have you got the pants now?
No, I don't. Mark has the pants. He's bigger than me.
Is he part of the Fellowship or is he a pirate?
He's sort of a lone. So we sort of, just sort of hire him on every now and then for muscle work.
Tell him to hand you the pants now.
Okay. They're telling me to hand the pants to me. Okay.
Have you got the pants now, Kai?
That's the slow motion. Here we go.
Come on.
No, you haven't.
Who's got it?
I have.
You
Right.
have. Now,
No.
run.
Just run away. Just run away.
Okay.
Run, Kai,
Just
run.
run fast as you can. Right, are you running?
Are you safe?
Keep running. Just keep running.
Get into a car and tell whoever's driving it to drive
Just
really fast.
just literally, just find a car.
There's a bus. I'm running
Get on the
down
bus.
there's a bus.
Just jump on the bus.
I'm fine.
Are you on the bus?
I'm not on the bus. I'm a couple of streets away.
Okay.
Is some-
There's a pull over.
Yeah.
Let's see me in.
Yeah, get in the car. Get in the car.
Get in the car. I'm not just in this way. Hello?
Are you in the car?
Yes, I'm in the car.
Are you in the car? Right, keep driving. Just drive.
Drive.
I'm driving.
Just drive.
There's a red light. No.
That's all right. Hand the phone to somebody in the car.
I think
Is this the pirate's phone?
Pirates picked up in Melbourne.
What? It is the pirate's phone.
It is the pirate's phone. Have you just stolen the pirate's phone?
This is my phone.
Oh, that's
no,
your
that's
phone.
okay.
Can we talk to somebody in the car?
Yeah, okay, I'll put you on to... What's your name, sorry? Simone.
G'day.
Hi, Simone. Were you listening to us in your car?
Yeah.
And did you see...
I'm down to the mall.
Good on you.
Oh, brilliant. And you're now transporting the pants in your car?
Yeah.
Simone, you've saved the pants.
Good on you, Simone.
Yeah, we're heroes.
Oh, that's great. And where are you heading now?
I have no idea.
Okay, can you just drive him somewhere nice to keep the pants
driving
safe?
somewhere nice. Oh, there's so much stuff written on the pants.
Awesome.
It's covered.
All right. Well, it looks like the pants are safe and they will come back to us in Melbourne tomorrow. Tell you what, that's a
was
close
excitement.
call.
But you know what's beautiful about that? We'll see you tomorrow then.
Oh, yeah, hang on, I'll give you back the car.
yeah, sorry.
See ya.
Bye. Thanks, Simone.
See ya.
Simone's lovely.
That was the first pirate I've ever met that was wearing a lady's blouse.
I'm sorry?
He was wearing a lady's blouse, a pink one.
The pirate was wearing a pink blouse.
Yeah, it was
Probably had a
one of
bra
those things you wear to bed.
Look, Kai, it's all right. You're all right. The pants are all right.
You're
They'll
in
come
the
back
car.
to Melbourne tomorrow. You've done very well. Thank you for risking your life to
You're
save the
very
pants.
welcome. Anytime for the Pants of Peace.
All right, you take care.
You too.
See you, mate.
Have a good day. Bye.
See, that's a great thing about this show.
I'm getting older.
Somebody's
by the minute.
running down the street trying to escape from an environmental plugging pirate. And somebody they see what's happening, beep beep, jump in this car, and they're off.
I know. And look, don't get me wrong. Not that I'm not concerned for the environment. I am. We've put their information up on the site just to But pants business.
You've got to draw the line.
Don't interfere
haven't you?
with pants business.
Exactly.
Nothing comes between us and the pants.
I'll happily shamelessly plug my randomness to it. That's fine.
Sure.
But if pants were involved, it takes a back seat.
It does.
Damn you, pirate. Damn you to hell.
You are listening to Triple J, Ross Noble and Terri Psiakis with you for just a little bit longer and a fair bit to get through between now and 3.
To get through, yeah.
We are crossing now to Perth for a changeover of our Western pants. Do I have Dave on the line?
Yes, you do.
Excellent, Dave. Now, you are taking the pants on their homecoming leg. Where are you flying tomorrow morning?
I'm flying into Melbourne tomorrow afternoon.
You're leaving very early in the morning from Perth.
Yep, that's right.
It's going to be fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
What time do you hope to arrive in Melbourne?
I think it's about 1:15.
Yep.
Oh, hello.
I hope there's no delays.
No, there'll be a car waiting for me in the airport.
Now, just let us know where you are, Dave.
I was just in Garden City Shopping Centre at a Jester's Pie shop.
Outside the pie shop. Because you're doing this on your smoko, aren't you, Dave?
Yeah, yep.
Out of the goodness of your heart. Now, you were meant to be receiving the pants from Janie, who was the custodian of the pants.
I'm here looking around for someone with pink hair
And what's happened?
Oh, she sent her old man.
So who's that? Who's Janie's dad?
Ian's rocked up with the pants.
Could we have a very, very quick chat to Ian, please, Dave?
Yeah, I'll put him on.
Thanks.
G'day.
Hi, Ian. Terri and Ross from Triple J. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
That's good. What did you make of it when your daughter asked you to take a pair of pants to Garden City?
Well, I knew about the pants because I went to the airport to when she picked them up. So I'm quite familiar with
You're well acquainted
with the, whole
pants.
process. Yeah.
Lovely. And can you do the handover for us now? Can you do it live on air? Can you hand them over?
Yes, I can hand them over now.
All right. Handover happening.
What's your name? No. David here. David, is your pants to take to Melbourne, I understand, is it? Okay,
Brilliant.
then now hand it over.
Wonderful. If we could talk to Dave again, please, Ian, and thank you very much for transporting the pants.
No worries, here he is.
God bless you,
Cheers.
sir.
I've received the pants.
Very official, but I like it.
How do you feel, Dave?
I feel pretty proud.
Nice. And are you going to take them with you back to work? Where are you working today?
I'm just working out on a housing development in Bentley.
Brilliant.
But
So-
yeah, I'm going to take them down the pub tonight.
Nice. Now, where are you going if people want to come and see you tonight in Perth?
Down the Norfolk in Fremantle.
The North Oak, is that right?
Yep.
In Freo, what time?
I'll be there about 6 o'clock with me mate, Crazy Simo Barker.
6 o'clock, Pants and Crazy Simo Barker. If you are in Freo, head to the North Oak. Dave...
They were at another North Oak pub, weren't they?
There was a North something, I think, or
Something
something in
North.
Northbridge. I'm not sure. Dave, good luck on your
thank you.
journey to Melbourne. We'll be waiting with bated breath to see if you get here on time.
All right, cheers.
Godspeed the pants.
See you, Dave.
And while,
See you later.
Bye.
and while we're on the subject, can I just show you this quickly? Because you
Yes,
didn't
and
say
then we've
this
got the
earlier
quiz.
on. Yeah, very important that. The quiz coming up. Somebody has been to an art exhibition, right? Have a quick look at that, right? Look at the price list on there. Look at all them pictures, right? Quite expensive.
Extremely. Oh, here we go. $900. $1,300.
Have a look at that one. Slightly
For a,
cheaper end, but see the one highlighted?
This is called... Am I allowed to say what it's called?
I think so, yeah,
The
go on.
title of the artwork is Touch Cloth.
Yep.
The medium is mixed, and it is priced at $50.
Yeah.
What is that?
Somebody's only
Have
bought
you got it?
Somebody's bought us $50 worth of art,
Really?
and it's quite horrible. It's
They bought it and sent it in.
to describe it. It's the rainbow flag there,
Right.
With it says touch cloth along the top, and it says and there's a watch, and it says oops, and then follow through, and then sort of I think it's under. Is that?
Looks-
Yeah, thank God for that. It's sort of it, and then set behind a clear tiny window is some skid marks.
As in tyre marks? What are we-
No, as in pants marks.
Really?
Like some soiled pants, and then it just says, so it says touch cloth, follow through, gold watch.
And that is in commemoration of what, do you think?
I think to do with...
Anything to do with pants?
To do with the pants in some way. I mean, it's a nice gesture, and fair play to you for spending $50 on this. Does look like a child's done it, but...
When you say skid marks, surely that's just been done with a crayon. I'm really... What does it say on the back?
It's some weird artist that sort of... It says something a bit odd. The lettering underneath the colours says, Lisa Marie Smith is thinking of you every day, Chappelle. I'm thinking about my identity. So, like, what she's done is she's written that underneath.
Underneath
and
the
then,
paint.
And then painted over it. I mean, it's a lovely gesture, and thanks for that.
It's quite bizarre.
But it's slightly odd. Like I do, one of my little things that I like to do at home is I do oil paintings.
Yeah.
But I do them in a...
You don't put skid marks on them,
Well,
I
I
hope.
don't know. What I do is I do oil paintings which is in the style of people who are on death row.
Okay.
So, like, the last one I did was... it was a cockatoo. It was Jesus with the head of a cockatoo.
Of course it was.
Cocky Jesus, it was called, and it was he was being crucified, and it was along the lines of this is the sort of thing that a nutter would do.
We are very, very quickly running out of time. Before we get to the quiz.
Go on.
Before we get to the quiz, very quickly, do I have George in Gove in the Northern Territory?
Yes, hello, how are you?
Good, George. Now you've got some pants with you. Which pants have you got? You've got the Eastern pants.
The Eastern pants.
They've ended up with you, and very quickly, because we are really, really running out of time, what are you doing with the pants before you send them back to Melbourne, George?
The pants have been painted by a world-renowned Aboriginal artist.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Of Triple J with the drum in the proper Yolngu, which is the Aboriginal term, colours.
Brilliant. George, you are a star for organising that. Were you present at the painting?
I was. I've just emailed you video footage.
Oh, wonderful. We can pop
and a
that on the website, maybe, with a
I
stroke
picked
of
the
luck.
pants up last night out of Cairns Airport, which was pretty good.
Cool, and you took them with you to
People turned
go?
up for that, and then there was people who met me at the airport who were fans, and they had presents for the pants.
Great, and how will you be getting the pants back to Melbourne?
I've got a few connections in town. They'll be airbagging straight back to the studio.
Brilliant. George, you are an absolute gem and we will be forever grateful. Thank you for all your hard work with the pants.
No worries.
All right, thanks, mate.
See ya.
See ya. George has done a great job. I reckon George has done a great job. Someone else who I think is going to do a great job is Harry from Beaufort in Victoria. Are you there?
Yep. Hello.
Hello, you're doing our band quiz today.
Yep.
And boy, are you in for a treat.
It's a special one because chances are, I mean, we might get round to doing one tomorrow, but I doubt it because we've got so much on. So this could possibly be the last band quiz. So what I've done...
We've got to be quick.
Yeah, we've got to be really quick, right? You know how normally you have to say band, not a band?
Yep.
And then I changed it to horse, not a horse.
Yeah.
And then it was dog, not a dog.
Mhm.
And then it was UK servo, not a servo.
Yeah.
And then it was weed, not a weed. Right? Well, what I've done today is, out of all the fictional things that I've made up, I've made a list of 20, so they're all made-up things. But you have to cast your mind back to previous shows, right? And when I read the thing out, you have to say whether you think it's a horse, a dog, a servo, or a weed.
Uh-huh.
Are you with me?
Yep.
So it's basically horse, dog, servo, weed. Say what you think. That's actually the name of Gwen
Do you want to write them
Stefani's
down so you've got your choices in
album.
front of you, Harry?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Horse, dog,
Horse, dog,
servo, or weed?
horse, dog,
Servo,
hot dog, servo,
servo, or weed?
weed.
We
You
have
have to
10
mo-
minutes
10 minutes to do
in which
this.
to attempt the impossible. Good luck, Harry, good luck.
Okay, so here we go. Dog, servo, horse or weed, right? First one, and remember, these are all just made up.
Yep.
So, you know, they're not actual, but they
But
sound
they're
like
ones that we've had.
that they've come. Right, so here we go. First one, Bing Pooter. Is it a horse, a dog, a servo, or a weed?
Dog.
It is a dog.
Oh, Harry, well
That's right,
done.
You're off to a flying
Nice.
start. Creeping Michael.
Weed.
It is a weed. Yeah, nice work. Pleasant Man's Bag.
Weed.
It's a band. But that's all right.
You didn't put band as a
Yeah,
choice.
that wasn't
What?
You didn't give Harry
Oh, I'm
the option
so
of a
sorry.
band.
I'm so sorry. I forgot about band.
Right.
So,
okay,
or-
add band to your list,
and
Harry,
band to
and
the
I'm
list.
going to make that
Yeah,
one right.
We'll give you that. We'll
Yeah.
give you that. Yes, so it's horse, dog, servo, weed, band. I forgot to add that extra band on the end. I do apologise. It's
9
all,
minutes to
it's
the
all
hour.
going off. We've got 9 minutes to go. Take your time. 9 minutes. Don't say 9 minutes and a half, or we'll crash off air.
Question 4.
Next one is Downstairs Specialist.
Band.
It is a band. Next one, Shove It In Grandad.
Horse.
It is a horse. Mimbleton.
Servo.
It is a servo. Oh, this is looking
Harry.
good. Beetle Hand.
Weed.
Servo.
Oh, first one wrong.
Scary Boobs Jr.
Dog.
It is a dog.
Oh, he's
Look.
good. The kid's good.
Local Vet.
Band.
It is a band. Oh, yeah. Wizened Rabbi.
Weed.
Horse. Next one. That's fine. You're doing well. You have to go a long way to mess this one up. Finton's Wish.
Horse.
It's a weed. Well, it's a fictional weed that I made up.
That one before that one, he got it right, didn't he?
No,
Not that one.
He
I
said
got it
was-
wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
Finton's Wish was wrong. And
Sorry.
Wizened Rabbi.
Keep going.
Bobcat Nightmare.
Band.
It is a band. Made up. Sutton Quill.
Servo.
It is servo, yeah. Devil's Tassels.
Weed.
Yep. Tertiary Hippo.
Dog.
Horse. Oh, so
Harry.
close. Next one. Keith the Pimp. Cast your mind
Dog.
back. It is a dog.
Well done.
Yeah. Shadow of the Potter.
Horse.
I'll give you that because I forgot to write down myself what it was. So, yeah, I can't remember, but we'll give you that. Here we go, next one. I didn't put as much preparation into this as I normally do. Normally I just make them up and write whether they're a band or
Although,
not a
having
band.
said that, a difficult quiz to take, but also to go through, you know, and write all the questions and
That's-
go, right, which
yeah,
ones are we going to...
very hard,
So
yeah.
difficult on all sides today.
Here we go, next one. Whack It Gently.
Horse.
Dog. It's all right, though.
Bum.
Next one. Cheese Hotspur.
Band.
It is a band, yep.
Nice work.
Next one. Orange Mess.
Sorry, what was that one again?
Orange Mess.
Weed.
Yep, it was a weed. And the final one, Steely Dancer.
Weed.
It was a weed.
Oh.
Oh my God, I think you were 1, 2...
Harry, you've got 5 wrong. And what have we got? 16 right.
I think that's the best we've ever done.
That is an amazing effort.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you 2 items of clothing. I'm delving into the...
From the big box.
Yeah, from the big box. Here we go. You're going to receive a pair of shorts, a pair of...
a lovely pair of shorts, actually. Nice black pair of shorts.
Brand spanking new there.
Never been worn.
And then also... and then you're also going to receive this. Quite a quality item.
Didn't know that was in there.
Yeah, do you want it yourself?
No, give it to Harry. He deserves it more than I do.
Maybe for a friend or relative. And you're going to receive... That is actually in really good nick.
It's a lovely denim
That's
shirt.
one of my favourite shirts. That's like a lovely denim shirt. A fashionable item.
Congratulations, Harry.
Thank you.
We'll be sending them off to you fairly soon.
Thanks.
Indeed. Hang on the line and Amy will get your details. That he didn't even study up. He didn't know what to expect. There was no idea that was happening.
He just crashed into it and he knew exactly what he was doing straight away. He hit the ground running. He's obviously been studying the form.
Harry from Beaufort in Victoria has aced the band quiz. Ross Noble, Terri Psiakis for a couple more minutes. And we should let you know, if you are in Launceston, a final Southern viewing of the Southern Pants, if you're at the Royal Oak Hotel at 8 p.m. tonight, you can kiss the pants goodbye from Tasmania.
I wouldn't get that close if it was, they are my pants and I don't know if they've been washed.
They've travelled and they've been up a flagpole and
through trees.
Environmentalists and pirates have been touching them inappropriately.
Yeah.
And, they've been to a lot of places. Might not want to put your mouth anywhere near.
Yeah, steer well clear.
Indeed.
And tomorrow... Sorry,
Yes.
go on, were you going to say something else?
No,
before
I was going to
quit?
say, and tomorrow. So
Tomorrow the pants hopefully will all return and get back here. We'll explain what's going to happen on air tomorrow, but basically...
Yes, be listening from 12 tomorrow.
When the show starts, we're going to tell you where to meet if you want to see the pants.
If you're in Melbourne.
And then we'll hopefully... there'll be a procession...
Yes.
To where I will be.
Yes.
We'll let you know where I'm going to be, and then you can all come down and meet up with me, and then I will take the pants.
Yes.
And then I'll bring the pants from the second location to here.
To the studio. And then we'll hopefully spend a little bit of time talking through what the pants have on them, what the pants have around them. Yes.
And who's come with the pants, etc. And then we'll say a final farewell to the pants, and it'll also be a final farewell from us, because that's our last day.
Our last show.
And except for you, who'll be...
hanging around.
Who'll be taking
But
over.
rest assured, if you're not in Melbourne, you will be able to hear everything. It will all be... There's going to be bagpipers, opera singers,
and if you just want
a tap dancer.
When we tell you where it is, just surprise us, come down fancy dress, come down with your musical instruments, or if you want to make your own instrument and give it a try, you can.
Indeed, and to take us to the news, just a little bit of a pants teaser, some more pants music from Five Iron Frenzy. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Triple J.
See ya.
Come on, people, now. This is the time to unite over the revolution of the pants. Right now is the time. Now who will hold...
Triple J. 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 Triple J.